they'll drag you down with them.
You better watch out, the devil's gonna get you one of these days. One of these days. You better watch out, the devil's gonna get you one of these days. By and by, he's a liar, pretending to. If you ain't careful, he will conjure you. You better watch out, the devil's gonna get you one of these days.
you guys? Baker here, first time back in a few weeks. Chad took over for me and introduced you guys to the new nighttime hours of this show, which is Tomorrow's Dream, right here on KBF 88.3 FM. New slot, old show. It's been going since 2011, 2012 at least, somewhere in there. And it started out late at night too, so we're back where we belong. We're dropping F-bombs like they're going out of style, just because we can now. So get mad, call me, tell me about it, 501-433-0088. If you love it, you can give me a call at that same number, or you can go over to kabf.org. Toss a few bucks our way. I think this is the last week of pledge drive, our winter pledge drive, so last day even, yeah. Last show of the last day of the pledge drive. If you're going to help out, do it now. Go over to kabf.org, is the easiest way. And shoot us a few bucks, let them know how much you love this show, Tomorrow's Dream. We're keeping it local, keeping it heavy. Just had the realization that we're almost immediately after Suge Radio now. So you got Wednesday night, big old block of local stuff telling you what all's happening throughout the week. Make sure you tune in. We're going to keep it rolling. That was all new stuff there. The last one you heard was new Death Penalty with Squelch. Did some Gore Pig before that with New Death. Before that was a band called Rejector, Black Oxide from them. And we opened up the show with brand new Nail in Your Coffin, Maul, Dismember, Devour. Excellent stuff. All right. These next few bands, actually all the rest of these bands are playing shows this week, some of them a couple of times. A couple of the bands you heard just a couple hours ago during Suge Radio, but we checked the list and we're playing all different songs. So, yeah, crank it up. First with some Benadryl, we're going to do one from them called Bunny, and then a band called Proxy War with their most recent release, or off of it anyway, a song called Alone. They're going to be playing this week with a whole bunch of other bands. I'll tell you more about that here in a minute. Crank it up. Here's Bunny, Benadryl, KBF, Tomorrow's Dream, Voice of the People. Alright, that was the intro track from Peach Blush, Eradication of the Mind, their newest release. Before that, you heard Threat, X-Threat X, Straight Edge Threat, if you're looking for them online, with one of their tracks called Big Step. Before that was Proxy War with Alone, and we opened that block with Bunny from Benadryl. Benadryl and Proxy War are going to be playing Thursday night over at... Do we still have to do this? Like, dance around the venues? I don't know. I don't even care anymore. They're playing at Vino's. Just go watch them. Thursday night, a band called Dregs is on that. I couldn't find them, but I saw them on the Detroit radio lineup. So they do have music. I just got to dig harder. So, yeah, that's Thursday night. Over Vino's early shows, 6 p.m. looks like. Friday night, same venue. You can catch the last two bands you just heard, Peach Blush and Threat. They'll be opening up for Ivory Days, California's Slugger, and Haywire. Alright, these next three bands are going to be playing over at Barty's in Argenta on probably also Friday night. I don't have it right here in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I know Mothwind stepping in to replace Mammoth Caravan, because unfortunately Robert had a pretty bad car wreck yesterday or today maybe. Broke his arm, so he's going to be down on guitar duties for at least several weeks. A few shows are going to have to find some replacements for. Mothwind is going to step in for him. It is this Friday night. So that's over in Argenta at Birdie's. You can have Tempest Terra, Mothwind, and Dire Wolf. And that is what I got for you up next. We'll do Slip Away from Tempest Terra and Synthetic Climb from Mothwind. First, though, here is Dire Wolf with Winter Rituals. KBF, tomorrow's day.
flows from the rift of unremembered skies and snows. I think that if I touched the earth, it would crumble. It is so sad and beautiful, so tremendously like a dream.
Just like a dream. All right, that was Tempest Terra, and like I said, they will be playing Friday nights with Mothwind, you heard right before them, and who else was it? Direwolf. That was Winter Rituals from Direwolf, Synthetic Line reprise from Mothwind, and Slip Away, which heard from Tempest Terra. Up next, I got The Salesman and some Held Tight. We got a band called More Weight. Up from all three of those from the Northwest Arkansas area. More Weight. If you're going to look for them online, you gotta type in More Weight OZK. It's that Ozark. Let's see who's playing where. All right. I've been really scrambling to get all these shows put together. I think the last couple of weeks I was sending Chad stuff and I just couldn't find much at all. But we're back in business with 1 billion shows a week. Y'all know how we do in Little Rock. Let me find this post right quick. Thank you, Brooke, so much for the Arkansas Metal Calendar. It's a big help. Matter of fact, I found a couple of shows I had no idea about on there today. So More Weight is going to be playing at West End in Fayetteville the 21st. What is that? That's Saturday. With Once Erased, Conway, I guess, bass band, and Weather coming up from Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's see, Held Tight, I mentioned them. They're going to be at Heroes Friday night over, I think that's Fort Smith, with Proxy War, who you heard earlier in the show. They're playing twice this week. A band called Divinus and one called Security Footage. That's at Heroes Friday. What else we got? Oh, I'm going to play another band for you called Lone Gunman No Motive. They're going to be playing up at Nomads in Fayetteville on Saturday alongside Five Body Blade and the X's We Owe. More Weight playing once again. Wait, what? That's wild. Oh. Maybe one of these shows is on the wrong day here. I have two different shows at West End Fayetteville listed on Saturday night. I feel like one of them's got to be a different day or possibly a different venue. Leona Once Erased and More Weight at West End Fayetteville. Also Weather. No, okay, it's just Once Erased and More Weight on both. So either Weather or Leona, one or the other, apparently, I'm not sure, is going to be playing alongside Once Erased and More Weight at West End Fayetteville on Saturday. And I think that's pretty sure that's everything I have for you this week. Chad's got a few more shows to tell you about, so stick around through the second hour all the way till midnight now. The name of the show is Tomorrow's Dream. It was Mondays at noon. Now it's Wednesdays at 10. And it's even heavier because we're not bleeping anything anymore. We're going to get some live band performances set up here for you soon in the next room over here. We'll be filming those and maybe inviting like 5 of y'all to come hang out and see it live. We're going to do some interviews of bands that have just finished playing shows on Wednesday nights in town here, and other bands that have shows coming up and all that fun stuff. Hopefully a lot of y'all who were working during our show before will now be able to tune in as it's later in the evening. Once again, we're in Pledge Drive. Every little bit helps. You go over to kabf.org. You can hook it up through PayPal. If you're feeling super generous, you can do a recurring monthly donation for as little or as much as you're comfortable helping out with. Or you can set it for just a one time too. That's fine. But yeah, let them know how much you love this show, Tomorrow's Dream, as well as all the other killer programming here at KBF. We're always a little behind the ball with these things, but we're gonna have a benefit show coming up real soon, probably over at my house again. I'll tell you more about that once we get it put together, get some money in the door, keep these shows rolling. Alright, so I think I have just enough time for all this. We're gonna do up next one called Tribulations from the Salesman. We'll do some Held Tight after that with Never Healed, one called Cliffhanger by Morweight, Valiant Thor from Lone Gunman No Motive, and I'll most likely be closing it out with Last Breath from Leona. And that'll be the first hour. Stick around, 'cause Chad's got you all the way till midnight right here on KBF, Tomorrow's Dream, voice of the people.
Alanis Morissette, and you're listening to KABF 88.3 in Little Rock, the voice of the people.
Hi, this is Clint from the Soundboard, and KABF has been the home station for my show since 1997. I absolutely love KABF. I've always been impressed with the variety and quality of the programs, and it's just hard to understate how amazing it is that we are 100,000 watts. There are only about 13 community stations in the nation that hold a 100,000 watt license. Anytime I'm out and about driving through the state of Arkansas, I'm always impressed with how far I can listen to KABF right on my FM radio, and I love supporting KABF financially. It takes a lot of money to keep the station on the air, and I like to do my part with a monthly tax-deductible donation. I would encourage you to look at becoming a member of KABF yourself. It's easy to do. I just set up a recurring payment through PayPal and send the station money every month to help keep bringing this quality programming and a variety of programming to the citizens of Arkansas, both on the air and online at kbf.org.
The 30th Annual Alaska Native Art Auction, celebrating Indigenous artists and voices, takes place Saturday, March 21st at the Hotel Captain Cook in Anchorage. Information available at knba.org.
This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. Federal fisheries regulators last week approved some limits on western Alaska chum bycatch in the Bering Sea. The highly debated and long-awaited decision aims to protect declining salmon stocks, a crucial food resource for Alaska tribes. Ayolna Neidem with the Alaska Desk reports.
The North Pacific Fishery Management Council voted to set a western Alaska chum bycatch limit in the Bering Sea pollock fishery. The council said the move will balance protections for western Alaska salmon returns while also allowing pollock fisheries to continue their harvest. Council member Nicole Kimball voted for the motion. She says it reflects best available Western and Indigenous science.
I think it's going to change behavior. I think it's going to reduce Western Alaska chum bycatch. I'm sure, as per usual, nobody is very happy, but all of the discussions have really helped inform the outcome.
The troll fishery in the Bering Sea near the Aleutian Islands is focused on pollock, but boats also scoop up other types of fish. That includes chum salmon, some of which migrates to western and interior Alaska rivers and is a crucial subsistence resource there. But chum runs have been declining, leading to repeated fishing closures in some communities. Council member John Muller is Alaska Native, originally from Unalaska, and is a commercial fisherman. He says he's fortunate to put fish up each year and feels for those who can't.
I know how important that is to me, how important that is to my family, and passing that on to my children. I get that. And my heart is ripped out speaking with all of you that are living in the rivers right now that don't have that same ability that I have.
The council voted to support a motion that sets a limit to western Alaska chum bycatch. Exceeding that limit would trigger a partial closure. Rachel Baker is the deputy commissioner at Alaska Department of Fish and Game. She presented that motion. Several members who voted against the motion said it isn't likely to provide a meaningful improvement for salmon returns. But Baker argued,
we're at this table used to thinking about large volumes of fish in tons. And we heard in testimony that poor fish were able to provide the needs for a potlatch.
The plan goes to the National Marine Fisheries Service next, before it can be implemented. In Anchorage, I am Alona Neidem.
The recent premiere of Season 4 of AMC's award-winning detective drama, Dark Winds, saw tension and resentment threaten the romantic relationship between two main characters. Brian Bull has more.
After Bernadette Manuelito quits the U.S. Border Patrol and returns to the Navajo Tribal Police Department, it looks like a carefree and intimate rekindling of her romance with fellow officer Jim Chi. But Lieutenant Joe Leaphorn shares a life decision with Manuelito that will shake up the force, a secret which Chi inevitably learns. Feeling affronted and mistrusted, a schism occurs between the couple. Actors Kiowa Gordon and Jessica Manton talk about bringing this conflict to their characters.
Leaphorn's coming from a place of understanding the matriarchy system, and in order to protect this relationship dynamic, she doesn't feel like she's lying to Chi. She feels like she's actually protecting him from what he doesn't need to know. she's dealing with a lot of the PTSD of her just killing a man in season 3. And sometimes you just don't want to tell the truth right away because you might actually spiritually just drown because it's just too much.
And he is dealing with his own demons that he's been pushing away, but now they've come to collect, and having to deal with that and trying to maintain your professionalism when you're working with the love of your life at the same time. And so there's a lot of dynamics being played out.
Meanwhile, an investigation takes the pair in Leaphorn to Los Angeles. Gordon and Matten say much of the filming still happened in New Mexico. New episodes of Dark Winds air Sunday nights on AMC. Brian Bull, National Native News.
And I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Kawanak Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Tribal Development Partners, helping tribes build toward their goals through 105L leasing and essential facility development, empowering sovereignty, strengthening community. More at tribaldevpartners.com, proud supporters of this show.
Hear that? Tribal college faculty do so much. One can't say it all here. Nothing but respect. Visit mostthoroughdescription.com. The American Indian College Fund supports this program.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.
The 30th Annual Alaska Native Art Auction, celebrating Indigenous artists and voices, takes place Saturday, March 21st. Corporate sponsorship opportunities are available. Information at kmba.org.
right, we are into the second hour of the Tomorrow's Dream radio show. It is Wednesday night, is what we do. And I started off the show with To Leave Behind by In Search of Statues. I actually have 4 shows to talk about in this hour, so, I mean, it is just jam-packed. Let's see. The first one I'm going to talk about, I got 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. So, on Saturday, if you're in the Hot Springs, there is a show going on at the clubhouse in Hot Springs, and there's 5 bands playing, and they're doing this really neat thing where all the bands are going to be like set up in a circle around the audience, and whenever one band gets done playing, another band starts playing right away, and that's going to be really cool. I mean, it'll be non-stop. There's no time in between bands tearing down and setting up, so it's going to be like, I think they said 125 minutes of continuous music, and it's going to be Ghost Bones, Chainsaw Lassie, King Laugh, Bulla, and Galosh and Mud. And I have all of those bands coming up next on the playlist, starting with this one called Short Leash by the band Ghost Bones. And you heard it right here on 88.3, the voice of the people.
Me
Big changes are coming to food stamps and Medicaid. Benefits are being cut. Access is getting harder. Need help? Call 646-494-6403 or go online at benefitrecipients.org. That's 646-494-6403 or benefitrecipients.org. Let's organize now. If you're eligible, these are your rights.
Support for KABF comes from Outback Presents, announcing acclaimed singer-songwriter Jason Isbell, live at the Robinson Center on March 26th. Tickets and more information at Ticketmaster.com.
KABF 88.3 FM invites you to join us at the Soul Mardi Gras Parade and Street Festival on Saturday, February 21st. Come march with your favorite KABF DJs and hosts as we celebrate community, creativity, and the spirit of love. We encourage all listeners to wear your KABF t-shirt and cap to show your support and solidarity for community radio. Feel free to bring Valentine-themed props and plenty of beads and candy to share with parade goers. For more information, call the KABF office at 501-372-6119. Again, 501-372-6119. KBF 88.3 FM is community radio for Central Arkansas.
All right, we got the commercials out of the way. We're halfway through the second hour, and I still got 3 more shows to go here. Let's see. The second one I'm going to tell you about tonight is Saturday night here in Little Rock at the Eyes Up House. They're changing the name to something else, but that's what it is. And you're going to have Even More Scene, Losing Game, Pig Sticker. I bought my Marshall amp from one of those guys in that band. And a band called Subservience, which I don't have Subservience on the playlist. When I was looking on Spotify, I found a band called Subservience, but their logo looked different, so I said, well, that's probably not the right band, so I didn't put them on there. But I got the other 3 on here, and that's what I got coming up next. I got this song right here called Locksmith. I used to be a locksmith. Did you know that? Song called Locksmith by Even More Scene. And also, I should mention, we are in our winter pledge drive. It's actually the last day and the last 30 minutes of it, but you can make a donation anytime. It doesn't have to be during a pledge drive, but head on over to the kabf.org website and make a donation, or, buy a shirt or something cool like that. It says right here, all 3 XL t-shirts are sold out. Large black KBF t-shirts are sold out. Okay, but you can still get a lot of cool stuff on there, man. They got coffee mugs, they got stickers, all kinds of cool stuff, so go check it out. And this is Even More Scene, and you heard it right here on Tomorrow's Dream Radio Show on KABF 88.3, Voice of the People.
Like
last moments, people show you who they really are.
All right, I got two more shows to tell you about to finish out the evening. And both of these are on Sunday night. At Pizza D's, you're going to have Bad Idols from Knoxville, Tennessee. And then you're going to have local support from RIP TV and Bat 30. I couldn't find Bat 30. anywhere as far as playing them, but I got Bad Idols and RIP TV on the playlist. And then after that, there's a show in Fayetteville at George's Majestic Lounge on Sunday night, and it's going to be Paul Bearer and Or. And I got both of those bands coming up. So I got Bad Idols, RIP TV, Or, and then Paul Bearer. And that's what I have left on the list. And then that's going to be the rest of the show tonight. And you might hear a little bit of Elijah Steiner at the very end, because I think there'll be just a few minutes. I'll throw that in there because I am celebrating our 30-year anniversary of putting that album out. I'm going to be talking about that every time. It'll drive y'all crazy. But, yeah, that's what we got. So, this is Devils by Bad Idols. And you heard it on the Tomorrow Stream Show on KABF 88.3, the voice of the people.
See me bring down some and put the needle in your eye. You've talked about it so much it's become a lie. Struck by a nagging sense of obligation. Why? Leaving something untouched to be desired. I never met a stranger, made a stranger, made a stranger out of me.
You're listening to KABF 88.3 FM, Little Rock, the voice of the people.